I am not waiting in the tower with my hair unbraided for rescue. I am not some trembling princess pressing her palms to the cold glass, hoping a prince remembers the road. No. I have learned the forest by name. I have fed the wolves from my own hands. I have worn loneliness like a velvet cloak and still walked through the kingdom with my chin lifted. I do not need saving. I need honesty. That is the part the old stories never understood. They thought the prince returned with a sword, a horse, a banner, a kiss bright enough to wake the sleeping girl. But I am wide awake. I have been awake through every silence, every rumor dressed in borrowed lace, every version of the story you hounded out like counterfeit gold to anyone standing close enough to believe you. A version for her, a version for me, a version for the brothers, a version for the friends and the coworkers, and still, somewhere under all of that armor, there is the truth. The whole truth, the one you have not been man enough to carry to my door. So come then, not as a prince demanding entrance, not as a wounded king expecting the witch to bless his war. Come humbly. Come with your crown in your hands and your pride left outside with the thorns. Come to ask for friendship if friendship is all your courage can bear. Come to ask for a truce if peace is the only mercy you are allowed to build. Come to ask for something deeper if the truth still burns in you the way it burns in me. But do not come half-lit. Do not come wearing another lie over your shoulders and call it protection. I have already loved too many shadows of you. I do not think you are evil. That is the ache of it. I would not have fallen in love with a cruel man. I fell in love with the man who could make a room feel warmer just by entering it, the man who knew my laughter before I explained the joke, the man who held me like his hands had found something holy and terrifying. But goodness without truth is still a dangerous spell. It can make a woman believe she is standing in a chapel when she is only standing inside a burning house. And maybe you will make it work with her. Maybe you will return to that castle and repaint the walls, hang fresh curtains over the broken windows, teach your mouth to say all the right vows again. Maybe she will choose to believe you. Maybe you will both call it healing, but hear me clearly. Our love did not die simply because you refused to bury it properly. Unspoken things do not disappear. They haunt. They wait in the corners with patient silver eyes. They slip beneath doorways. They bloom in the walls. They sit at the foot of the bed when everyone is pretending to sleep peacefully. A love that has never been addressed does not become harmless. It becomes unfinished. An unfinished love has a terrible kind of patience. If I were the wife, I would know that. If my husband could not sit across from another woman because he was still too in love with her to trust himself with the truth, that would not comfort me. That would not feel like loyalty. That would feel like a locked room in the center of my marriage where another woman's name still knew how to echo. I would wonder what happens when I misstep, when I get tired, when I get angry, when I am not soft enough, when life becomes bills, grief, bad mornings, sharp words, and all the ordinary weather that marriage must survive. I would wonder if he would go searching for warmth in the same place he found it before. I would wonder if the woman he refuses to face is not the woman he is over, but the woman he is afraid he could return to. And that is why I cannot pretend this silence is noble. It is not. It is not restraint. It is not protection. It is not love purified by distance. It is avoidance wearing a knight's helmet. It is fear holding the reins. It is a man standing outside the truth and calling the locked door peace. Meanwhile, I remain here, not helpless, not untouched, not waiting to be chosen like some prize ribbon at the end of a tournament. I remained here because there are things that deserve an ending spoken by human mouths, because there are wounds that cannot close around a question mark, because I have carried anger where grief should have been and grief where tenderness once lived, because without a conversation I do not know which version of me should answer you. The woman who loved you? The witch who survived you? The friend you lost? The fire you keep pretending has gone out? So yes, some days I say I want nothing to do with you. And some days I mean it with every blackened branch in my forest. But beneath the anger is the thing anger guards: confusion. A heart pacing the same locked corridor, touching every door, asking which one leads to truth. I'm not asking you to rescue me. I rescued myself the moment you left me with silence, and I kept breathing anyway. But if you ever come honest. Come humble. Come prepared to speak the whole spell aloud. Come prepared to say what you did, what you felt, what you wanted, what you feared, and who you became when no one was looking. Come prepared to offer friendship, a truce, or something deeper, but do not insult me with another beautiful lie. Until then, I will stand at the edge of this kingdom with moonlight in my hair and smoke on my hands, not waiting to be saved, not begging to be loved, but not kneeling before the ghost of what we were. I will simply keep the truth where you left it, unburied, unblessed, unfinished, and I will not pretend that silence is something I can forgive. It isn't. It never has been.